this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today, do a little fly fishing. I'm at the Narrows on Lake Taneycomo. It's about half a mile, 3/4 a mile above Fall Creek. They're not running any water, and the simple explanation is Bull Shoals is flooded, and there's some areas below. Well guys, the audio on my video just went out on me. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this. I don't really want to go back out and do one cast again because they're running quite a bit of water, and this there's not too many times I get out and wade for one cast, so I was gonna just do a voiceover. They are not running water. They didn't run water last night or this morning until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Beaver is still running floodgates and has dropped their level down below their flood pool to 1129.3 feet. At some point they'll cut that flow back, and that's filling up Table Rock, and Table Rock is right now at 923.74 feet, and it's starting to kind of level off. 23 is not real high for Table Rock, but it is 8 feet above its par pool, and at the top of their pool is 931, so it's got quite a ways to go. But the problem is anything in the basin above us now, as far as rain, is going to have to be released through Table Rock because Beaver can't hold it. And the White River, where it hits the Mississippi, is very, very high and is rising. And that's the reason why they can't release the water at Bull Shoals. So we're all getting all backed up. So we're not supposed to get any rain till this weekend, and then there's a slight chance, but then on into Monday and Tuesday, or I think it's Sunday and Monday, there's an 80% chance of rain. Still not showing a lot of volume, but as these things go, they build during the week. Anyhow, fishing was actually very good this morning here at the Narrows. I am throwing a number 14 yellow soft tackle, which is a fly kind of like an emerger, but you strip it. It's called a film fly, and it goes right underneath the surface, and it's retrieved real fast. You can see me stripping it real fast and short. Unfortunately, I did not hook that many fish on one cast. I did real good before I turned the camera on. But you get a lot of bites. I got a bite on every cast there. See, you just saw I missed that. And for whatever reason, you don't hook as many fish doing this than, say, other techniques. And just missed another one. It's fun. I actually caught some really nice fish before I turned the camera on. It's better if it's a little choppy surface, but the fish were so active this morning that they were just really eating that soft tackle up, feeding on midges. There wasn't a whole lot of people out today. Nice, fat rainbow. Not real long. There are a few people out fishing, and everybody up where I was, most of the people were catching fish. The Narrows has changed quite a bit. The place I'm standing is quite a ways from the bank, and there is some shallow water between me and the bank, but for the most part the Narrows is not as narrow as it was before, and the water, there's a lot of real deep water where there wasn't before. And behind me the water on the bar behind me all the way to the next bank is deeper than it was also. Actually, some prop boats had been going by behind me and making it through. Now, we'll say that the water level, for whatever reason, is a little high today, so that might have been the reason those boats were going through. Before, there's just two. Before, when they'd shut the water off where I'm standing, a lot of that bar is out of the water. So, and I'm standing about 18 inches of water. But this area is about 100 yards long where you can get out and wade here at the Narrows. And of course you can go on above the Narrows and get off on the shallow side and wade all the way to Lookout. You know, just about a mile of fishing. And you'd have it all to yourself, because I had it to myself this morning. I fished till well after noon. But after I got done with one cast, I put on a I missed another one. I put on a perfect scud. That's a scud that's tied by Jeremy Hunt. And I put it was a 14 gray, and I caught fish almost every cast in this area. I actually did not bring my 6X tippet, and so I had to cut some 4-pound line off my spinning reel for tippet, and which the diameter on that 4-pound is about 4X. So I was using 4X tippet, about 4 feet deep. The perfect scud is weighted. It's fairly heavy, actually. It's wrapped with gray wire, and we sell it in the shop. And it really does look like those scuds. You know, the video that I posted last week of the scud swimming around in that ditch. He really does a good job of segmenting the bug to make it really look like a scud that's got that shell back. And I mean, they were hitting it as soon as it hit the surface a lot of times. There's just, but there's some big ones. I had this morning fishing the scud. I had 2 over 20, and didn't get any pictures of those fish, but got pictures of a couple of more rainbows that I'd caught after the 20. I didn't even think about taking pictures, but since no one was there, and I thought, well, I can tell GoPro to take a picture, and little voice activated cameras. But there are some big fish up there right now. we're probably going to see low water all week. If you can go online and watch that level at Newport, Arkansas, on the White River, that's what you got to watch, is that level. Right now it's 22 feet. I've got to check it. You can get the USACE Little Rock app and keep track of all this stuff. It's under White River Basin under that app, and you go down to the White River at Newport, Arkansas. Right now it is at, gosh, it went up to 23.38. And they like that level. That's called stage in feet. I think I don't know what that means. I don't think it's sea level. But whatever it is, they like it at 14, and it's at 23. And it's come up just in the last 3 or 4 hours. The CFS flow is 53,500. It's a lot of water. And I've heard that this river system does not drop out very fast. So we really are looking at a situation where they're not going to release a significant, I don't think they're going to release any water basically from Bull Shoals or this whole system until all the lakes are full, and they have to, which is a scary situation for all of us below the dams. We're just all hoping for a little dry spell here, like 3 months of dry. I don't know. The wind's out of the north. It keeps blowing my boat up against me. Not very good planning. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, we got 7 minutes left. When they first start that water, like it was off for a lot of yesterday, last night, and this morning, when they first start that water up, it gets pretty murky, pretty junky, a lot of moss. Best thing to do is to head downstream. Try to stay ahead of it. Go down to Cooper, then Monkey, and then Branson Landing, and just stay ahead of all that junk. And then once it's running for an hour and a half, you can go back up, and it's starting to really clear up. I'm just gonna shut up and let this play out. Not sure if I catch any more or not, but at some point, that's right, at some point they just kind of shut off. I think this is the deal. I might be able just to end it early and not put you through all that casting and stripping. Oop, there's a big jump. Oh, I did catch one on a dry. I was using a blue, what do they call it, a blue dun olive, a blue little 18 gray dry fly, a blue dun. I can't remember the name of it. I don't fish dries that much. And I was throwing it out, and I was kind of skating it across the surface like those midges do. And I had several takes, and I hooked one. So we don't catch dries. We don't catch fish on dries that often. And that was exciting. I just didn't stay with it very long. Yeah, I just got another bite. We're looking forward to the weekend. I just came through town, and actually there's a lot of traffic in town. That's not sure how I feel about that. We've had the strip to ourselves for about 2 months. Now we're gonna share it with you guys coming to town this weekend. So, but we usually don't go to weekend, or we don't go to town on weekends. So you guys can have it. But we are excited about having a lot of friends and old guests come see us this weekend. I think we still have some boat rentals available if you're in town. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty busy weekend for us, which we are very grateful. So you guys be careful, and we will see you again tomorrow.